Rossford and Van Wert. Bulldogs already have their first district title since 1989, but they want more. Jake Morrison will be playing more basketball at Findlay. He's got 2 at the close of the first quarter. Bulldogs up 14-13. 2's good. 3 is better. Garrett Murphy, woo! From the outskirts of campus, he's feeling it, tied at 21. More from Morrison as the half winds down. Barreling to the hoop off the Brandon Revels dish. Bulldogs trail by 3 at recess. It's the gap all the way through the third. The Cougars pounce down the stretch. Aiden Pratt, baseline, tack on one more after the whistle to finish with 22. They're up 9 with 5 minutes left. Rossford never really goes away, but they can't come all the way back. 49-42 final. Van Wert moves on. Dogs finish an NBC winning year at 21-5.
To beat us, there are 2 things you have to do. You have to knock down the 3, which they did a remarkable job at, and you have to get in the paint. We felt that if we can control those 2 things, we're going to have a chance to win. It's been a great group to be around. You know, I've been fortunate the last 5 or 6 years in particular. We've had a lot of talented basketball players run through here. We've had a lot of fine young men come through here. This group has both. They're great athletes, they're great young men, they're great students, and they've given everything that they could to our team and to our school and to our community.
Brad Wisnicki had the call tonight. He breaks it down.
Back out here one final time at the Stroh Center, where we have wrapped up the Division II regional semifinals. And when you saw this Rossford Van Wert game coming in here, you're looking at Rossford 21-4 on the season. Van Wert coming out of the Western Buckeye League sitting at 18-7. Got to start with Rossford and what they accomplished this season. The Bulldogs back on top as Northern Buckeye Conference champs, their first district title since 1989. This senior class left their mark.
Well, you look at the situation. They went 14-0 in conference. They've been playing together for a long period of time. They've finally gotten broken through, and when they got to the regionals, they can't hang their heads on anything they've done. They played together. They've played unselfish. It just wasn't their night tonight.
Yeah, looking closer at the actual game, you did see Van Wert shoot the basketball well all night. The Cougars finished with 9 threes compared to 4 for Rossford. Aiden Pratt, impressive, coming in, averaging a double-double, finishes with 22 points. Carson Smith added 14.
Well, Pratt closed out the game. He was the kind of guy that came in at the end of the game. Okay, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna be physically strong with him. I'm gonna meet the ball. Now I'm gonna go to get to the free throw line and knock down shots. He was the double guy all night. So now they had to sink and feel. So he just whatever the scouting report was, he played into it and played his role and ended up successful at the end.
And in the end, you look at this one. Morrison was in double figures for Rossford. Rebels also had 10 plus, and then Derek Forrest finished with 10 points of his own. This leadership, this group, they accomplished a lot. Tough way to end it. Your final thoughts on what Rossford did tonight?
I'm just happy for them. I'm happy for the community. I know a lot of those guys. I grew up with Brad Morrison playing at Findlay, so it's just a good thing for the young people. You always want them to have a good time and enjoy themselves later on. I know it hurts tonight, but later on in life, like I'm enjoying what we did when we were at Rogers. We were supposed to be here in this moment. Now you can enjoy. You go back and like, yo, good job, guys. You stay in communication with them. So next thing is the next chapter in life.
The Rossford run comes to an end. Van Wert will take on Lutheran West for the Division II regional title.